Hey everybody. So this month I want to take some time to remember that in spite of how alone we can feel right now, that we are not alone and that God didn't intend us to do any of this life alone, let alone parenting alone, right? So when we talk about parenting and discipling our kids, it's meant to be a team sport. We can't do this alone. God didn't intend us to do this alone. So we partner with people in our lives like our spouse or our family or our kids' teachers or our pastors, our kids' pastors, right? They're small group leaders, they're friends, our friends. And if your children are grown already, this is a good opportunity for you to be that person for someone else who's still in it with young kids and to coach them. Because let's be real, even if we do everything wrong, we have wisdom to share and pass on. And sometimes those things that I've done poorly are extra good lessons for someone else that they can learn from my mistakes, and I can save them the trouble of making the same mistake I made and kind of skip them ahead in that step, right? And kids need other adults to pour into them alongside you. Because let's be real, sometimes our kids don't want to listen to us. And I know that if you're still in that perfect teeny tiny baby phase, it's hard to imagine that precious little bundle would ever completely ignore you, but it is going to happen. And those of you who have middle school and high school phase kids right now know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You can say something to your kiddo, and then someone else says the literal exact same words that they rolled their eyes backwards into their skull at you for, and they just think it's the best advice they've ever heard when it comes from someone else. But our kids aren't the only ones that need other voices in their lives. We need other adults to pour into us. We need people that we can talk to, that we can lean on, that we can do life with. And there are a lot of references in Scripture that deal with this. I was trying to pick my favorite one, but it's hard. There are a lot. Proverbs 11:14 talks about needing guidance and having abundance of counselors to find safety in that. Hebrews 10:25 talks about getting together and encouraging one another. 1 Thessalonians 5:11, same type of message. Encourage one another and build them up, just as you are doing now. And then this is one of my favorites, Ecclesiastes 4:10. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone when he falls and has not another to lift him up. So you guys, I want to really focus this month in particular on finding those people that can be your people, that can be the voices that pour into your life and into your heart when you need those voices. Surrounding yourself with fellow believers who support you. Because I know sometimes I have people in my family that will support me in life and in taking care of my kids, but they're not necessarily people who can pour into me spiritually. So I have to make sure that I have those people as well. It's hard right now. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's easy. It's hard right now when we can't just show up at church on Sunday and meet 25 people in a day. Like, you have to be intentional. You have to look around you at the friends that you have and decide which of these people help me in these moments and really pour into those relationships. Or reach out to someone. I mean, it can be awkward. I've done that before, where I've reached out to someone and said, I really see you as spiritually more mature than me, and in a life phase beyond where I'm at right now, and I need a mentor in my life. I need someone in my life that can pour into me. And taking that risk to reach out to someone and build those relationships is always worth it. So if you guys have any thoughts on this or any tips for me, because I am still learning every day too, please let me know. Please reach out. And I would love to hear about how that plays out in your life and in the lives of your kids. Like where do you find those voices? What are your criteria for choosing those voices? And I'm going to be really honest with you right now. If we don't choose who will pour into our kids, other people will choose to be that person. And so we have to be intentional about who we want teaching our kids and pouring into them spiritually and just in life in general, so that we know that those are voices that will be encouraging and beneficial from a spiritual development standpoint, so that it's not just a worldly view and beliefs that go against what we want for our kids. So you guys, let me know what you think. Let me know who your voices are and how you choose those, and what things you find most encouraging and most helpful when life is hard. So I love you guys, and I hope I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.